NASA Ustream footage. You can see this, can't you? Here, this is our sun. This is the halo, and there's an object there. Just very interesting. I'm going to go to another video now to see what we can find on another chart, and also go through a lot of images as well this evening. And a warm welcome to everybody, and thank you again for subscribing. Here's another image of the sun with a halo up there in space. Now this halo is also up there as well, isn't it? The thing is as well, you can see this is just deformed, isn't it? And this is what we're getting on other cams around the world. It's not a neat round sun, is it? It's just other objects that are with it. Can you see this shape of it? It's just not right anymore, is it? And this huge halo. We're seeing this all the time. Is this reflection from a planet, or is it satellites and cloaking devices up there? It's very, very interesting. But the thing is, they're hiding everything that's going on up there. If only we could get up there and have a look. Because we will see the truth, won't we? These heavenly bodies are up there now. I'm going to go to another image for you. But the thing is, I mean, last night I tried to do that video for you. I did a sun documentary of the sun, and I apologise for the sound going down towards the end of the video, but I've sorted it out now, the sound. So yeah, we'll carry on and see what we can find. I just spotted this object as well on the NASA Ustream. It's in space. It's on the top left-hand corner. I've zoomed in. It's nowhere near the space station. It's up into space. Again, it could be something that's known up there, one of the celestial bodies in the inner solar system, but just looks strange, doesn't it? So I thought I'd just basically zoom in and show you this. As I said before, it's just zooming in and looking at all different objects, things that I've not noticed, and things that I've they're basically striking, aren't they? They're basically just objects that I've never seen before as well. But just basically to zoom in and see what's going on with them, you know, to see if we can catch anything. So I'm going to go to a different image now to see what we can find. Here again is another object up there in space. You can see this, can't you? Very strange. It's moving. I'm going to go to another cam. This is live footage from the Ustream cam. And basically what it is just keeping an eye up there to the dark skies to see what we can find as well. There's our atmosphere. You can see basically that's our lifeline. And they're spraying our atmosphere with these chemtrails every day. And our atmosphere is dying. It's basically falling apart because of these aluminium particles up there. And all they're doing, as I said before, is just hiding these, hiding the binary twin. These huge solar flares are attacking our lifeline. So basically, let's just keep an eye on the NASA cams, because see lots of strange different objects up there. Huge asteroids as well that pass by, and catching them on video to try and get some good footage for you to put on a video so we can see what's going on. You can see that, can't you? Just above our skies, that atmosphere. Crazy times ahead, because basically, I mean, on the webcams, it's proving that the skies are darkening as well. I'm going to go to a different cam for you now. Here on this Ustream cam, you can see where the red reflection is on the space station. And also down below, you've got that red reflection on the clouds and our atmosphere. This reflection is from Nibiru. The huge objects are very close to our Earth, and we're getting all the reflections now through the daytime. On the opposite side, when the sun comes up, you see this. And since now 2 weeks, we've noticed this on the Mexico cams. As our Earth is orbiting, it's heading towards the crossing now, the Nibiru system. And we can see the red reflections on the clouds. It's just a big giveaway that this is happening now. And I've had a few good emails today as well of other people that's joined the channel and also following the channel as well. Taking some good quality pictures of the red skies, the chemtrailing. I mean, look here on the chemtrails. I mean, you see this on the Ustream cam. You can see the lines in the skies. All those clouds you see on this cam are chemtrails. They're not our natural clouds anymore. Our natural clouds are being burnt now. The hydrogen being burnt off them. They're gone. They're finished. It's all chemtrails. And again, it's just basically hurting us, isn't it? Humanity needs to shout out to say, stop this now. It's so important that we try and get the message across. They've got to stop this because, as I said before, ancient people in the past have seen those heavenly bodies. They saw what was coming and then they got a huge pole shift. And it's going to happen again, like it did in the past. I'm going to go to another cam now. It's good to observe the U-stream cams as well, because when you see in the middle there, Earth and then space, you do see objects flying past. Zooming in and also enhancing the image as well, you get to see these huge asteroids and also strange objects that then basically fly past and stop and then go the other way. I mean, I've seen this before. It's all been documented. Other channels are showing these things on YouTube as well. Now today, here in the UK, the sun was just so low. It's very, very low. It wasn't high anymore. It's dropping. It's basically got to a situation now that they are busy pumping our skies with these trails every single day now. It was just a total mess today. When you look at this on this Ustream cam again, you can see these thick cams that are just basically plastering our skies every day, hiding. See, we're behind those clouds on the other side, okay? And basically they don't want us to see. The government powers to be don't want us to look up and see what's going on. And it's always NASA always point their cameras down to the Earth. They never point to the other way. They never point out to space, so we can get to have a chance to see what's going on. So if NASA's listening, please turn the camera around the other way, because it'd be ideal for us to see what's going on, but sadly they won't. They don't want us to see the truth, do they? See, we get to see the SOHO cam of the sun, and also they've got technology now that we can be able to see so far out into space now. They can do it. They've got the technology with CERN and HARP. As I said before, they're like 40 years ahead of us now. You know, they've got technology from other craft from other different worlds. Re-engineered it. You know, they basically studied it. They do a lot of this work at Area 51. I mean, the videos on YouTube. If you look at some documentaries, most documentaries on that sort of information, you'll be able to pick up pieces of information and put the jigsaw pieces together and basically learn and think out the box, and you'll be able to notice there is something going on. They are hiding this technology from us. There's also scientists that have basically passed away because they were trying to tell us the truth. It's all evident. I mean, the skies are blasted. You can see the skies have been sprayed here on this video. They always spray the bigger populated areas as well, so we can't see anything. And one day we will see it, because the sun at the moment now is still burning through those chems in February. We're getting some strange weather. 1 minute it's cold, then it's very, very warm for February. Never forget the past time weather patterns. And I'm going to go to another camera. See, the thing is, the public, all they want is the truth. We want the truth, don't we? We want the truth to come out. The government shouldn't keep hiding it from us, changing their presidents and their prime ministers so fast now. They need to explain what's going on, because the public are aware of this now. They look up every day and notice the chemtrails. The Earth is wobbling. We're getting a huge wobble, and it's getting worse. It's like a spinning top. You know that toy, where you spinning top toy, and as it slows down, it's going to tip like a pole shift to one side. And it's only going to happen, it's going to take at least an hour. That's all we've got till the shift happens. And that is absolutely terrifying for us and humanity. It really is. Because when the poles shift, we've got some huge waves coming our way, these tsunamis. And the land will also fold over. I mean, the thing is, it's so easy for people just to shrug it off and just think, nah, nothing's going to happen. Well, I'm telling you now, by the looks of the skies, and also looking into the situation with the sun, and reading some books earlier on today. I read a huge book about the sun and the information about it as well. And it's staggering what goes on up there. It really is. And these huge celestial bodies of incoming towards our Earth now, they've been here before. They really have been here before, and there's evidence to prove it. These huge objects that hit past Neptune. They admit to this in their books as well. I mean, there's so much evidence out there, and it's just getting the knowledge and also understanding the situation is going to be a huge event, and we all know it's on its way. We really do. I mean, look at this cloud. Can you see the reflection on the clouds, the pink reflection? This reflection is from the binary twin, Nemesis and Nibiru. And we're getting the moons as well, and Helium. Now on the other cam, last week, I was trying to do a video on the NASA Ustream cams last week. Now I saw a dark shadow. Basically the Earth dimmed, it got dark and then it got lighter within 10 minutes. Now this is a reflection from the Sun, something in front of the Sun, and I know what it is. It's the binary twins, Wormwood, and also Nemesis. They're here now. But basically though, I couldn't upload the video because the blue screen kept coming up. You know, the NASA Ustream blue screen, the famous blue screen. They block everything. They don't want you to see it. There's objects that go past the NASA Ustream, and then they quickly put this blue screen up to stop people from seeing it. We've seen this before in other videos. And it's just them hiding what's going on. They just know it's coming. These reflections of the chems, I mean, all this that you can see on the screen are chemtrails. These are not our natural clouds. Our natural clouds are being burnt now because the Sun is burning twice as hot. The Sun's core is burning, and we're getting some huge CME solar flare activity, and it's heading down to our Earth's core, all these VU and UV rays and everything. When Nemesis comes close to the Earth, we're going to have these small particles that are just going to blast through our Earth, down to our Earth's core. It's just going to fry the planet. And also the government and the presidents and that have got them underground bunkers. I just can't believe they think they're going to survive this, because at the end of the day, all these particles are just going to rip right through their walls and everything and whatever they built. It's just a waste of time. So the thing is, though, Earth is going to go through a cleansing situation. And this is what happens. Everything's born, everything lives, and everything passes. It's just a fact of life. I'm going to go to another cam now for you. I know you can't see much on this cam, okay, but can you see the red and pink reflections that are on the space station there? Now, what it is there you're seeing there is not from a reflection from our Sun. It's a reflection from the Wormwood, Nibiru. It's really close now. These huge red reflections and pink reflections are here now. We're getting it on the skies as well. On the clouds at night time, you can see these pink-red clouds in the night sky. And also, I mean, they're going to catch it more on that space station because they're further up, just above our Earth's atmosphere. It's just incredible, the reflections that you can see now. It's all about the reflections and also the colouring as well, so they can't hide this. I'm surprised I haven't turned off the camera really because people like that are wide open to this, wide awake to the situation, will notice everything. Just unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, the thing is that we all know what's going on. We're going to go to another image now. Here again, you're getting a huge colour reflection from Nibiru. Now, the thing is, as I said before, it's just basically these huge red reflections are here now. Now, on the cams, on the Ustream cams, last year, year before, we never got these colours at all. They were just basically plain white colouring from the Sun that we could see basically on the International Space Station. You get these huge colours on the space station. Again, can you notice that basically they turn the cameras around as well, so we can't see much of what's going on in space. We should all email NASA, Ustream, and basically ask them to spin the camera back out towards space so we can see what's going on. They don't, do they? They turn them around. Because when these heavenly bodies are in the show, when you can see them just right by the Sun, which you would if the camera was turned around, you would see this now on this cam. They turn them round. They can't hide the reflections, the colourings. These reflections are not from our Sun. Our Sun isn't pink or red. It's white when it's in space, and we all know this. I mean, look at the colourings. And then later on, about 5 or 6 hours' time, you will see this fade and turn into a white colour. Because Nibiru, Helium, and the brown dwarf star are basically on the right-hand side of the Sun right now. So this NASA Ustream International Space Station will be on the right side now. And then as it's orbiting Earth to the other side, it will just change a different colour. I'll show you this. Here's the International Space Station again. Okay, this would be another camera that's above the canopy. You can see that, can't you? Underneath will be the other camera, but can you see now? The space station isn't that pink, red reflected colour anymore. Because now the space station is on the opposite side. It's on the other part of the Earth, the other side. And basically on the left-hand side, you're not going to see it either. So basically you can see the normal, genuine colours and the natural colour of the sun. Just basically catching it. But the sad thing is that they turn the cameras round. But they put the cameras, they turn them round again, facing towards Earth. Facing so you can see a bit of the space. Because they know that you won't be able to catch anything because they're on the right side now. So they do this as well. The Mexico cams, they white screen the screen, and also on other cams as well. The Earth cams, Skyline cams, they block things, they turn things off. They point cameras down, away from the sun. They really are on the ball with this. Google and other big companies, internet companies, pay people to basically pull the wool over our eyes, switch things off. The thing is that basically they can't turn the skies off, can they? Because we're seeing all these chemtrails every day. And also, we are also starting to spot now the binary twin. We're seeing it. People are bringing photos in and images in. And thank you, you're all fantastic people. And I respect you fully for sending them in. And I will show them on the video. I really will, so we can get to see some really good footage. And also, as the weather gets warmer here in the UK, I'll be out and scanning the skies. It's just basically unreal how things have been covered up by the media. I mean, I don't believe the media anymore. I don't really watch much TV anymore because it's just lies after lies with the whole situation, you know? I'm going to go to another image now.
So you tried
here again, turn the cam round the other way. Can you see this? Turn the cam round the other way. Pointing away. Because if it was pointing the other way, you could see a heavenly body. Now, the other thing is it's quite worrying though, because I've noticed this for the past months. That this huge pink colour, can you see this pink colour on the station, is getting stronger. First it was like a creamy colour, wasn't it? And now it was like an orangey colour, then it got more reddish, and now it's getting really strong now, isn't it? It's getting a really strong colour. Now, this reflection is not from the sun, not from space, and also it's not coming from Earth. So we all know where it's coming from, don't we?
They were still not aligned.
It's coming from well. And it would be really spectacular if we could see that now, couldn't we? They turn that cam round. They can see it, they're monitoring it all the time now. The government are preparing. The Vatican, they're watching it with a huge power telescope. Heated cooled lenses. I mean, the thing is though, they've been spotting this for years. It's here. It's so much here now. And it just annoys me that they turn these cameras round when they see this. I'm going to go to another image now. Here again on this cam as well, this Ustream cam. You can see that pink reflection, can't you, on the chemtrails? They're just pumping our skies with these poisonous chemicals every single day. And also, when you see them huge, red, hazy clouds, you know that you're going to get, you've got the reflection from Nibiru. It's only around the corner now. It's knocking on our door, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, I just want to reach out to all of you to let you know that we really need to prepare for this now because it's getting too red, isn't it? We should have had this announced. They should have announced this. Government should have announced this 2 or 3 years ago so we could have had time to prepare. They just don't want us to prepare, do they? They just want to expect to be saved and then be able to climb out of their bunkers, their underground cities, and start all over again to protect their banking system. Well, they're in for a huge shock, aren't they? They really are. I mean, it's dreadful what they're doing to our skies. I mean, look at the chemtrails. It's disgusting. Spreading this chemical poison across our beautiful blue skies. It's really harming our atmosphere. I mean, that's our lifeline to breathe. That's our, you know. I just hope that there's beings up there and be able to save us in the future. It's got really bad now, isn't it? It really, really has. I'm going to go to another image. I just want to show you this image as well. This was the colour we were getting a week ago. Okay? Now, Can you see now basically the orange effect that's on the space station? This bronzy effect, we were getting this, but now it's more pinker and stronger. So these celestial bodies are getting closer. They really are now. I'm going to go to another image. It was just to show you that the reflections on these on this space station has been getting stronger through the weeks and months. I've just noticed this on this other cam as well. It's too small to be the sun. It's out there. You can see basically it's like a shining object. I'm going to go to another image for you. It's so spectacular. It could be the moon, but I don't see the moon being as bright as that in space above our Earth. It could be Venus. I'm not too sure, but I thought I'd just put it on footage to show you this. Very interesting times coming up, isn't it? Here's another piece of footage as well from the NASA Ustream cam. On the opposite side where you're getting those huge pink reflections. Again, can you see the ripples in the clouds? But I believe this is triggered with HARP, covering the skies. We, the public, that live on this celestial body, the Earth, are on the other side of those chems, looking up at the chems all the time to see what goes on and what's going on up there, out into space, to see if we can get a catch of Nibiru, heading in the moons or the brown dwarf star. They keep spreading this chemical toxins in the sky so we can't see nothing. And you can see down the bottom left as well, it's just ripples in the sky from the chemtrails. All the military around the world are doing this now. The powers to be, they've had their meetings through the years and now they're spraying the skies all the time. All you can see here on this cam is aluminium and barium and other toxins as well that's basically harming us, harming wildlife and also plant life. And I've noticed here as well where I am, trees and plants don't seem to be growing properly. Even grass, leaves, they don't seem to be, it's not beneficial for them, is it? These chems and things. And also I noticed as well that I was in my car this morning and I turned my fan on, you know, the heating system. And I noticed through the fan, the grill, you know, where you turn the fan on the dashboard, a load of white, sort of like a spidery, sort of like a spirally web sort of stuff came out, white, webby sort of thing. I believe that to be the chems. You know, the web sort of effect that you get with chemtrails. I've seen this as well on my car in the summertime. That's landed on the roof of the car, on the grass. I've noticed this web stuff, and I believe this to be chemtrails. Even on the TV area on the house in the summertime, I've seen the web stuff on the area, and they've been spraying the skies the following evening. I mean, look on this cam, it's disgusting. I mean, these are not natural clouds. Can you see the straightness and the binding of the chemtrails? This is what they're doing to us every single day. And I just want to get the message out there for everybody, you know, for everybody to understand this. NASA thinks that we just don't have any idea what's going on. The public seem to look up and think they're just people going on holiday and on business trips. Well, they're not, are they? They're just spraying over the sun. So we can't catch the brown dwarf star. And also Nibiru. We can see it. We know it's coming. I mean, we really do. Subscribers and people watching the channel. We just know that it's on its way. I mean, these are thick, poisonous trails in the skies. Please don't believe the one man on the weatherman on the news, because he's lying to you. I mean, look at this. Look at the trails that are coming up on this cam now. Spraying all the skies every single day. We're looking on the opposite side now, facing down to Earth. I've been studying these chemtrails now for a good year now, looking up at the skies. And I'm telling you now that we're in big trouble, because they are pumping the skies a lot more than they have ever done in any year that they've been doing this. 2017 has been the worst for spraying the skies. They're spending trillions of dollars doing this. The military fly up at 24/7 now. They're up at 3 a.m., 4, 5, 6 a.m. just pumping our skies. And it's all, again, as I said before, it's just to cover up and pull the wool so we don't get to see what's going on in space. Because now, the more they pump the skies, the more it's proven that we would catch it. We would all look up and notice the heavenly bodies now. I'm going to do a video on some webcams. Now I've noticed today as well, as you can see the skies on this Ustream cam. I've noticed a lot of cams in the UK and also the skyline cams, the Earth cams as well. I've noticed that basically the skies are very grey and bleak, and I've not been able to pick up much on the cams. So I'm going to go now, and I want you to understand that we're in serious trouble, aren't we, with this now? And I really want people to acknowledge that these heavenly bodies are up there. So I just want to say prepare, please prepare, stock up, prepare, because anything can happen. We've got huge asteroids up there as well that's been kicked about by the Nibiru system. So anyway, respect to you, have a safe evening from Matt Rogers. Here is that halo that's up there on the NASA Ustream footage. You can see this, can't you? Here, this is our sun. This is the halo, and there's an object there. Just very interesting. I'm going to go to another video now to see what we can find on another chart, and also go through a lot of images as well this evening. And a warm welcome to everybody, and thank you again for subscribing. Here's another image of the sun with a halo up there in space. Now this halo is also up there as well, isn't it? The thing is as well, you can see this, it's just deformed, isn't it? And this is what we're getting on other cams around the world. It's not a neat round sun, is it? It's just other objects that are with it. Can you see this shape of it? It's just not right anymore, is it? And this huge halo. We're seeing this all the time. Is this reflection from a planet, or is it satellites and cloaking devices up there? It's very, very interesting, but the thing is they're hiding everything that's going on up there. If only we could get up there and have a look. Because we will see the truth, won't we? These heavenly bodies are up there now. I'm going to go to another image for you, but the thing is, last night I tried to do that video for you. I did a sun documentary of the sun, and I apologise for the sound going down towards the end of the video, but I've sorted it out now, the sound. So, yeah, we'll carry on and see what we can find. I just spotted this object as well on the NASA Ustream. It's in space. It's on the top left-hand corner. I've zoomed in. It's nowhere near the space station. It's up into space. Again, it could be something that's known up there, one of the celestial bodies in the inner solar system, but it just looks strange, doesn't it? So I thought I'd just basically zoom in and show you this. As I said before, it's just zooming in and looking at all different objects, things that I've not noticed, and things that I've they're basically are striking, aren't they? They're basically just objects that I've never seen before as well. But just basically to zoom in and see what's going on with them, you know, to see if we can catch anything. So I'm going to go to a different image now to see what we can find. Here again is another object up there in space. You can see this, can't you? Very strange. It's moving. I'm going to go to another cam. This is live footage from the Ustream cam. And basically what it is just keeping an eye up there to the dark skies to see what we can find as well. There's our atmosphere. You can see basically that's our lifeline. And they're spraying our atmosphere with these chemtrails every day. And our atmosphere is dying. It's basically falling apart because of these aluminium particles up there. And all they're doing, as I said before, is just hiding these, hiding the binary twin. These huge solar flares are attacking our lifeline. So basically, let's just keep an eye on the NASA cams, because see lots of strange different objects up there. Huge asteroids as well that pass by, and catching them on video to try and get some good footage for you to put on a video so we can see what's going on. You can see that, can't you? Just above our skies, that atmosphere. Crazy times ahead, because basically, on the webcams, it's proving that the skies are darkening as well. I'm going to go to a different cam for you now. Here on this Ustream cam, you can see where the red reflection is on the space station. And also down below, you've got that red reflection on the clouds and our atmosphere. This reflection is from Nibiru. The huge objects are very close to our Earth, and we're getting all the reflections now through the daytime. On the opposite side, when the sun comes up, you see this. And since now 2 weeks, we've noticed this on the Mexico cams.